Today, let's take a look at Sao Paulo, largest city in the Western Hemisphere. But, how much does rent cost?
Well, what's up YouTube? Chapapa here. New country, new apartment, new expat. Why'd he move here? How much is he paying? What's the cost of living like in Sao Paulo, Brazil? Let's get into it.
Facial scan. Alright.
Little facial scan, and then over here got a little fingerprint. Got close the door first. Got my name right there. Oh, this shit probably gonna have the same shit.
Yeah, it do. So down here is like a little waiting area, lobby. You gotta pay maintenance for the fish. Look at these little fishies go. This is the lobby, huh? Up for the apartment building. About to go upstairs. Well, you got a gym or a pool?
Yeah, I got a gym, pool, lobby. Got a gym. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple weights. I don't know who the fuck I don't know who the fuck. I actually haven't put it up. There's so many here.
It's nice and roomy too.
There's a little extra room, so I'll be doing my pull-ups and shit. I'm gonna show you how I want the pool. And I like floral, they got like little gardens and shit, nice little plants, bushes and shit. You got a little cookout area right here if you want to have a cookout. Let me know at a time. And then like you basically book your time for the cookout. Come over here, got the grill, got the oven, got the pizza oven over there, got the grill, little refrigerator. Got the little dining table, picnic table. This is the event room. We just can't get in there right now because when you have an event, you gotta rent that little shit, the little room. First, outside. This the pool area. Now, all of the time I've been here for like a year and a half. I never got no pool. I don't know why.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Like my
When you at other people's house and shit, you get in the pool. But when you at your own house, you never get in. But it's nice and clean, man. I see the things where they put chlorine in it. This is nice. This is a bit room. It's all really like cats
Oh, this is like a constant water supply.
Yeah. Sometimes when I run out of water, I be coming down here filling with water.
Shit, can't blame you.
I don't be filling with water.
It's got 11 floors.
Yeah, I live on the 10th. I wish I lived on the last.
You got a view from the 10th?
Yeah, oh yeah, that view going crazy.
Alright. What's the name of this area?
Muro B. It's called Villa Andrade. But it's right next to the mall, so it's like a really like popular got 2 malls that's right next to my house. I got Moodle Town, and then I got the other Moodle Shopping Mall. So it's away from the train station. Pretty fire. They leave me alone in here. I got my little mailboxes downstairs. Like, I don't never complain about noise, nothing.
So would you call this a strategic area?
Strategic in the sense of, I mean, my house is real more expensive than other houses because it's a loft.
Oh yeah. For people on YouTube that don't know, what is a loft exactly?
It's a 2-floor. It's a 2-floor open, like, come right here, you can see the upstairs from here. So a loft is a 2-floor open type of thing. Got my closet, my fault for all the messy stuff. I got 3 cats. These niggas be fucking shit up and I just do laundry, so.
What up, cats?
So I got that. This cat American and shit, by the way. And we brought in here, got a little view. Got the little litter boxes out there.
Oh, now this is $1 million view. This is $1 million view. Sheesh. Look at these apartments over here. Golly. I know that gotta be a penthouse right there. That penthouse is looking crazy. But look at the view. Look at the city of Sao Paulo. This is 10th floor. Alright, I'm about to go inside and ask him exactly how much he pays. Because this view is something else.
Yeah, during the day you can see a little bit further, but I like the lights at night. The lights don't really like brighten everything up. It reminds me of New York a little bit, I don't know why. Yeah, this is a cat house by accident. And it got a little
Got a fireplace too.
yeah, I be lighting that shit on fire. Only when it's cold though. I don't really be sitting there.
Alright, Slim, so thank you for having us in your home. But tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into what's going on out here in Brazil.
Alright, so on 26th, birthday October, my name Joey. I go by Slim Libra. I make music, play sports pretty much. But basically I came to Brazil first time 2019 in September. And like went back and came back a couple times or whatever, meet my family. I really came out here because my brother came first. My mother passed away, so we had like property stuff to handle here. So my brother came first, and he actually plays for a Brazilian band. So he came out here and he just kept telling me when he actually was supposed to stay for 2 weeks, stayed for a whole year. He kept extending the shit. So then he came up to me, he was like, yo, you gotta go there, you gotta like learn the culture, get to know our family you never met. I actually had a sister that was living here, I never met her. She went back to America now. But I got aunts, a couple uncles out here. But basically, so I came here in 2019, I was staying in the center. The center got like a lot of crackheads because of crack lane and shit. There's like this little, like a street fair with any drug you can get.
A street fair of drugs called Crackland.
Alright, if you search up Crackland, right? So it's a bunch of crackheads there. So since like the early 2000s, there's like no meth, no heroin, no other type of drugs out here. It's only crack. So that's why the center's a little bit dirty, a little bit, because of all the crackheads. You feel me? The population of the crackheads is probably like, I don't know, 600 crackheads, but they all in the center. So that's why the concentration's so high. Because the crack game is like cheapest.
So what is the name of the center? So if anybody was looking to avoid it or even go visit Crackland.
Like that's the thing. So the center is actually really good if you learn how to, like, if you from not the hood, but if you used to dealing with stuff like that, like the crackheads don't bother you. They be in like certain spots. But the center has the most amount of restaurants. It's literally in the center of Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo's a big ass city, so it's in the center. like literally in the middle. So if you want to go to the right, to the left, up, down, like you literally in the middle. So it's actually really good. But I was living there and it was kind of nasty. Like whenever I bring like friends to my house, people be scared of my street and shit. But then my building was mad nice. It was new and like had security. I like living in apartments because they have security, 24-hour security at the door.
Is that all apartments here in Sao Paulo, or
Most of them.
most of them?
Most of them have 24-hour security. Don't let nobody get in if they're not from the apartment. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the most secure. People in houses, I could just jump somebody's fucking gate and get into my house. You know what I'm saying? And like dogs, even though, regardless. So
when you being half Brazilian, you have residency here.
yeah,
So how easy was getting residency here?
it was actually pretty hard. It actually took me like 4 or 5 months of like me and my family going to a bunch of like the consulate, going to like a bunch of document places because since I never came back, like none of my documents were valid. So like I had to redo all my documents. So, but it was a little hassle, but I got everything done. I got all my documents out here and then it was pretty easy. But so back to what I was saying, I first went to the center, got to know the center, it was like more rural, more like, not rural, like more city, more like New Yorkish.
So the consulate now, you have to do everything here in Brazil.
Yeah, I had to let the Brazilian consulate in New York know first, and then I had to come here and do everything at the American consulate here. So it took like 4 months to actually get all my documents, take pictures, fingerprints, all types of shit to get all my documents.
Okay.
And
So you've been living here for 3 years.
there and back, coming there and back for 3 years.
So do you consider yourself an expat?
Say it one more time.
You consider yourself an expat? Like an expat is like the term for like expatriate, but basically somebody who was born and raised in the United States but is now living their life outside the country full time, whatever. Like
Yeah.
so you don't see yourself going back to live in the States?
No, of course I do. I'll always go back. All my family there, and like basically like making money is all from the States. But over here, the quality of living for less money is better. Over here, the food is cheaper. Like only thing that be like more expensive is sneakers and cars. It's the only thing that's like really expensive. But my rent over here is like $700.
Wait, repeat it. You pay how much here?
$700 here.
So you're paying $700 for a loft with this view, pool, gym, sauna, security, facial scan like you walking into the James Bond lab.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's because it's expensive for Brazilians, but it's cheap for Americans. Like in America, I had like a shit apartment with my girl. It wasn't really that shit, but it was like we lived in New Brunswick and we also lived in Linden, and we was paying like $1,800, $2,000, $2,300. So it wasn't really like over here. I got this loft and it's $700. So like it's way cheaper. Over here, like you get a really good apartment for like $2,500, and that's like expensive for Brazilians. $2,500 is like, I don't know, $500, $600.
Nah, 2,000. Yeah, just about
Like
$500.
But that's a really good apartment with security. All the amenities that I got, basically all the apartments got. Most of the apartments. You pay condominium, you pay EPTU, which is like the security and all that extra shit, and then you just pay your rent. I also like buying apartments. Like if I want to buy this, it'd be like 350,000 Brazilian. That's like maybe, is it like 80,000? Maybe it's like $80,000-$90,000.
And you as a Brazilian have your residency. Is buying here easier for you? Like if you wanted to go to the bank and get a loan, or what does a mortgage look like out here?
So yeah, you would have to speak to the bank, and I feel like buying property, you do have to have some type of paperwork. You can't just do like American buying unless you pay for it cash. Say you had the $85,000, when you just pulled up and was like, I want this apartment, you talk to the owner, you can get it without any hassle or anything. But now like financing it, getting loans, all that is gonna be like a headache because it's like too much paperwork and too much bureaucracy. I don't know if I use the right word, but in Brazil that is like really annoying.
Yeah, Brazil, they love their paperwork. So I gotta ask you, why Sao Paulo?
That's a funny story. At first I went to So I'm from Paul Chicago, right? So when I first got there, it's like an European style town, really beautiful. Like it's actually in a volcano. Like that's why I got a volcano tattoo right here. That's like where I'm from and shit. But it's like in the mouth volcano that's been dormant for over like 500, 600 years. They built like a town on top of it because it like erupted and then turned into like concrete, I guess, or like floor. Basically turned into mountains. It looks like mountains. Like, but it's mad pretty, but it's mad quiet and it's too slow. Like I come from Jersey, I'm right next to New York. I could just go to New York 20 minutes. Like I like city, I like fast-paced stuff. I like, you know what I'm saying, non-stop stuff and work. Over there it's like really bad for work. Really small town, everybody know each other. So when I first got here, coming from America, being a Brazilian American, everybody speak of Rio. Like that's the #1 tourist spot. So I thought about going to Rio. My Portuguese wasn't that good, and my parents was like, "Oh nah, like, I don't want you to go out there because you can barely speak Portuguese. You like getting into fights. They be like finessing a lot out there, and it's way more dangerous. I don't want you to go there." So they was like, "How about you go to Sao Paulo, which is like New York, instead of going to Rio, which is like California and Florida put together." I wanted to go to Rio. I was gonna stay somewhere in Rio, but they knew it was gonna be a little bit too dangerous and a little bit too much fast paced.
Yeah, I went to Rio. Yo, Rio doesn't compare to here.
And the nightlife here is better.
Yeah, and not just in everything, like with the apartments and stuff like that. Like, and everything in Rio is like dumb far. Like
so. Alright, so like this is the thing about Rio. Like Rio is actually like a really good spot, but it has a favela all around a good area, which is in the middle. So it's like if you do like, but it is the #1 tourist area. Like Rio's like Hollywood.
yeah,
So like over there, like anything commercial, anything movie related, anything actress.
yeah. You got the stairs, the Jesus Christ statue.
Yeah, all that is from over there. Over here is like the money capitals, and where you go to make money, where you go to work, where you go to buy land, buy property, put visa. You know what I'm saying? Over here is where you do that. Rio is more like I want to go there to vacation and have fun.
Go to the beach.
Yeah, go to the beach. It's like more just for beaches.
But there's beaches around here in Sao Paulo, right? I think people make that mistake.
There's a lot of beaches out here, which is not as famous as Rio. Rio the most famous spot in Brazil, period. So, like,
In your opinion, which beaches are nicer?
like they have, depending on what you mean by nice, like view nice.
Like view nice, sand nice, easy to find somewhere to sit. The water is nice and clear.
That's everywhere because like all right, so there's beaches all along the East Coast, going up to Rio, past Rio, going all the way up north. Like the best beaches are definitely up north. Like Bahia, Fernando de Noronha, Recife, which is like Ceará. Like that's all like up north in Brazil. It's like the beautiful, beautiful beaches with like clear water and a lot of fish and all types of stuff. But all of the beaches are beautiful. Like in Sao Paulo, they got Guarujá, which is really not really that good of a beautiful beach, but it's just really close and it's really popular. They got Ubatuba, which is really beautiful. Riviera, which is still in Sao Paulo. It's in the state of Sao Paulo. It's not in the city of Sao Paulo. So like, you gotta go to an island called Ilhabela too. Me and my girl, that's like our favorite spot. We always go, whatever.
How far is that from here?
From here, it's like a 3-hour drive. And then you take like a little ferry to the other side of the island, because it's an island with like beaches all around, and it's like people are born there, and it's crazy. It's like 3 hours away from here, but it's really dope, and they have some really luxurious hotels over there. Only thing about that island though is there's this bug, which is like a little mosquito.
No, thank you.
They only live there too, but like if you go there with repellent and you're like prepared, you go. But like what happens is when they bite you, it leaves like a little black mark. So you'll be having like my girl, she has a light skin, like she's light skinned, so she had like black marks on her leg. She had to get bleaching cream for like 6 months.
Sheesh.
But other than that, it's mad pretty. Best food, best seafood. Yeah, you gonna have to look at some pictures for that.
As a matter of fact, we'll find a time to shoot up there.
Yeah. That is close. If we just rent a car, we could go to all the beaches going up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's try to do that probably in the next month. Between August and September, we're gonna hit up the beaches, like probably every other weekend.
We'll save some money up. We'll rent a car, right? We'll like and we'll get a hotel at like every 2 beaches. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get like probably like or we could just go like a bunch of beaches up and then stop all the way up here, like go to sleep or whatever, and then just drive right back down whenever we want to stop, take a picture, like eat at a restaurant. It got some really good famous restaurants there too.
A little boo thing for that weekend. That weekend trip. Can't go out there though. So what's like your utility bills like? So like internet, electricity, food. You being 26, living here in Brazil alone, like what does that cost you?
Alright, so my rent is like $700, it's like $3,600 in total. Then I pay internet, water, internet and electricity, that's it. My internet is like $250 Brazilian, so what it's like 300, like 3,800, and then my light bill be like 98. It don't even be that much, and I be keeping my projector on. I be keeping the little night lights on and shit, so pretty good and decent. I basically don't even keep this light right here. The chandelier got mad lights on. I never turn this shit on. That shit is bright as hell. I feel like if I leave that on every day, it'll probably come out for like 200. But my light bill is like 98 reais. So
98 reais. That's not even touching
that's not
$40.
even $20. That's like 18 reais. I mean $18.
Go.
Sorry for the mess too, cause I did my laundry. Haven't had time to fold it. I had to go meet up with you so we can ball up at the park.
So this place has your own washer dryer in the apartment?
Nah, so that's the thing. So this was actually empty when I got it. So that's why it's a little bit cheaper than the other apartments, because some of the apartments come with furniture in it. I paid, well, me and my girl paid for the fridge, washing machine. We got the chairs to match the floor. We got the 2 couches. We got my bed, the cat furniture. But all that came out to probably like 18,000 Brazilian. But it would have been worth it if I'd been living here. If I'd been living here, it'd been like super worth it. So.
Cat want to interview too.
So, she trying to talk to y'all.
So what's good with you? Like, so you rap out here in Brazil? You making music for the States? What are you doing with your music?
I actually only made one.
Would you say you know Sao Paulo, the city of Sao Paulo, like the back of your hand?
Most of it, the nice areas. Party life, I know a lot of party life. Party people. The music scene, I know. I've been here for a minute. I've been trying to work with a lot of artists. Did a lot of features, Brazilian features out here, a lot of big artists. I actually performed at the Suana festival. Performed at Sao Paulo in 2019, and I performed in 2022 now. Didn't have any in between because of the coronavirus. They actually like put a hold on it. But it's a really big trap festival out here that they do every year. And I did that festival twice, so.
Nice. When is it?
Well, it actually just passed like last month.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Here for that. Yeah, I noticed out here they really like love their trap music, their hip hop. Like it's amazing. Like anytime in an Uber, they're always listening to like songs in English.
Yeah, it's a part of the culture. Like they look up to Americans. That's another thing too. Oh, like another thing I was about to say. Like Brazilians, they're not really racist. They're classist. So you don't like. It's like Americans is already on a different class. You're not like even, like I'm a black American today to them. So I'm not even like a black Brazilian. I'm like on top of a black Brazilian. Like the only people on top of me is like the rich Brazilians. Love Americans. They always ask a bunch of questions. They want to know how it is. Their dream is to go to America. So anybody from America, they already get treated like way better. So, but the trap scene is really starting now. It took a long time, like probably like 2017, 2016, trap started over here, but in America it was like 2006 with like Gucci Mane and all that. So like they're really late, and they like listening to like, they call it black, but it's really like music from the year 2000 and shit. Like fucking 50 Cent and fucking they play Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song at parties and shit. Like shit like that. Like because it's a part of the culture. It's like it's cultural. They think it's like important for the culture, so they treat it as if it's not just a theme song. It's a song. Everybody knows that song, by the way. They love like R&B.
They love that Ja Rule song.
Yeah,
everywhere we go, they play that joint. It don't matter if it's in Rio or Sao Paulo, you're always gonna hear that Ja Rule R. Kelly song.
Yeah, they're like the black people from like 2002 and shit. Put your clothes together like you really like. Got
So you say I gotta like wear a do rag and baggy clothes and shit?
Nah, but there's people that do that. That's what they expect from black people. That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
So then if you pull up and you look nice and you look like I don't know, 'cause I'm from Jersey, so like next to Jersey, New York fashion is really big, and like how you wear your stuff is more important than what you got on. So it's like the fact that I look different and they see me, they could tell before I even say nothing. Plus Brazilians don't get shape ups like that. I don't know why. Like, they get shape ups like once every 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So like they see you got a shape up. I got dreads, and like my dreads are natural. Like over here, they only do dreads like you fake dreads with the needle. So like I look different, so they could tell, and then like people be asking me, and they can like know already. And plus the clothes you be wearing, all types of that stuff. It's really different out here. It's a whole different culture, and I really liked it because I had to get to know it first before I could like try to participate in it. I feel like now would be like a really big part of the music scene because like we're getting like bigger and bigger, and like what I want to tell them is that they don't gotta copy Americans. That's corny in America.
Yeah, that's not even like just Brazil itself is dope.
Yeah,
like,
they don't have to like
try to
do
them
exactly what America did to blow up in Brazil. Like, bro, they gotta do their own thing to blow up.
Bro, I came from DR, and that is ending so horribly. Like with DR being so close to the States, all the Dominicans want to be like the Americans when it comes to the tattoos and the vapes and the Jordans and whatever.
That's
like
what the thing is,
and they have
America,
like
America and Europe are the biggest like countries in the world, basically. So I think America even more than Europe. People want to go to America more than they want to go to Europe, for real. But like culturally and America is like way bigger, and I feel like everybody wants to copy America. Every single
countries
person.
are losing their identity.
But when you copy somebody, you lose your identity. So it's like Brazilian trap music sounds like American trap music. They just literally copy like flow for flow. Like they don't, obviously not words because they're speaking Portuguese, but they copy like flow for flow. And you can tell like a lot of people copy Travis Scott. That's like one of the really big ones because you know what I'm saying. Travis Scott is really huge, and that made me realize what they market too. Like, all right, so Tyga, this is a really big example. Tyga is really big in Texas and California, only in the United States. In Jersey, New York, all that, nobody listens to Tyga. Nobody. Like, he's like dead to us already. But I didn't know that he markets third world countries and Latino countries, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then like, over here, Tyga is like a god. But in America, he's like nobody unless you're from Texas or California, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that. It's like, it just made me realize that like artists, if you're a worldwide artist, you're gonna be a worldwide artist from America. You're gonna target the third world countries first, and then you're gonna come back to America when you already lit. So that's what I realized too.
Is that something you're looking to change yourself?
Nah, some of my most loyal fans is Brazilian.
Right.
I've been doing music in America for a long time. Like, I have a lot of fans, but it's like the crab in the barrel thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm from next to New York, there's so many artists, so many people trying to do the same thing. It don't even like.
In a way, you have more fans. You built more fans here than you when you were in the States.
Yeah, like I did a show in Atlanta and I did a show in Florida. I did Southwest in Texas, and down south is way better than Jersey and New York for fans. I'll tell you that, because like they got like more loyal fans. They actually tap in. They actually want to know what's going on. Listen to your music. They actually, you know what I'm saying, check your stuff out. In Brazil, I have even more fans because Just because I'm speaking English and they like want to know about the culture in America too, and they just like my music. So over here is definitely better if you want to do music. But since it's such a big language barrier, you have to throw in a couple words like that Brazilians will know, or like that'll be like viral for Brazilians. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple Brazilian words at least. Like I did a bunch of American songs and they do good, but they'd do better if I try to mix it with Portuguese.
All right, I got you. So what is dating like here for you?
I know I got a girl, but from what I see, I wouldn't really date a Brazilian.
You wouldn't?
So the culture is like really sexual. Like you go to a party, people try to kiss you and all types of stuff like that. Like in America, people don't like kissing. First of all, like you gotta like be my girl for me to kiss you, or like I gotta want you, or in some type of way, like you gotta be trying to get with somebody. Over here, kissing is a part of the culture, so people kiss any old person. Like, oh, like you look pretty, let me kiss you. Kiss, like it's a part of the culture. It's more sexual. Like people be having babies out here when they like 12.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wouldn't date a Brazilian. That's my honest opinion, unless she's like, you know, she's like a hardworking, stay-at-home girl, but that's hard to find too.
Any advice for travelers who are not just coming here to date, but possibly looking at here to move? What advice do you have?
What advice do I have? Somebody that want to come here, go to a nice area, search up like really good clubs, and try to meet people. There's a lot of Americans here. Like I met a lot of Americans here, and it's really easy to find friends here. Americans, you should find a couple friends. Just go out, have fun. You're gonna meet a lot of people. Like the party scene is very closed. If you have money, you can get like section. It's another thing too in America. Like say you go to New York and you try to get a section and you buy a bottle, right? You're probably gonna spend like $1,500, $2,000. Over here, you'll get all that for like 1,000 Brazilian. So for like 200, you'll have a section. You'll have like 2-3 bottles that come, because they have consumption here. So if you buy the section, most of the money that you bought the section with is consumable with the bottles and stuff. So like that's better. And over here, one thing too is if you have enough money, you could be next to a really famous person. As to where in America, it don't matter how much money you got. You need connections to get around the famous people. You know what I'm saying? You need to know somebody that knows somebody that's gonna invite you or something. If I have enough money, I'll get a section next to Neymar or some shit. Like somebody that's really famous, like Anita or something like that. They do have closed parties where you have to be invited, but with the right amount of money, you get in anywhere over here. That's another thing. Like I know, like money talks, and basically like 10% of Brazil has a lot of money, but from outside, like from probably United States or from Europe, or have like a really successful company out here. But the other 90 are middle class and like poor, you know what I'm saying? So the rich people is a very small amount. So
What's like national average, or the average for
they
the
get
city?
like, bro, a really good job, you get like 3,000 Brazilian a month. And that's like one of the best jobs. That's like, you're already like 5% of Brazil that get that much money.
3,000 Brazilian, that's like $600?
That's $600.
500?
But that actually owns property. Brazil is basically owned by Italians, Americans, and Europeans. Like they come here buy property and loan Brazil stuff. Like Bank of America comes here and they loan like big companies to buy, like to build buildings and all types of stuff like that. Like so most of the stuff out here is like, this building is an Italian person owns this building. It's not even a Brazilian building. Like it's called Urban Loft, but it's a guy, I think Benetti or something like that. He's like Italian and he got a bunch of money. He owns like 4 or 5 buildings in Sao Paulo. So yeah, like most of the property, most of the buildings, Airbnb is all run by like people from the outside of Brazil.
Oh yeah, y'all heard it from Slim. been living here 3 years. 26-year-old young expat doing it by himself out here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We've seen the loft, we've seen the building. You guys are gonna see Slim a lot more on the channel as we explore. He's gonna show me Sao Paulo some more, and then, you know, we're gonna hit up the beaches and things of that nature. So the channel's gonna get very interesting. Yo, can people hit you up, like say they come to the city and they need like a guide,
Yeah,
or they wanna like, you know,
I've been
go
doing
out?
that also. So like all my friends been coming down here because like they see the stories, they see like how my music's doing good, they see like the view, the beaches and all type of stuff. So they all like want to come out here, but all you gotta do is just hit me up. I'll like show people around. I'll like, and then you probably put the Instagram under.
Yeah, Instagram gonna be in the description. You guys wanna come out to Brazil, Sao Paulo, you know, learn about the nightlife. Hit up Slim, follow him on Instagram, check his music out. Very, very cool dude, definitely. Met him while I was out here, but we definitely about to get to work on his YouTube thing. You guys see how much it costs, living costs.
Yeah.
Sao Paulo. Dope spot, dope view. I mean, you can't beat it. So Slim, once again, thank you. And we'll catch you.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Yes, sir. He said we'll catch you on the next episode.